You are listening to Practical and Woo by Mindset and Manifest. My name is Eden, and I invite you to embark on a journey with me to explore the practical and spiritual edges of the unknown for the purpose of allowing you to embody and empower yourself uniquely as you are, and to intentionally create and live a life of freedom and fulfillment. Each week, I'm going to discuss topics such as energetics, reality creation, manifestation, astrology, tarot, human design, and more to help empower you to live beyond perceived limitations and to practically design your life so it feels like absolute magic every step of the way. Let's dive in. Hello, brilliant soul. Back in episode 18, which I cannot believe is already 7 episodes ago. Holy moly, how the weeks have flown by. We talked about time and explored Practical and Woo's first chapter of time bending. More specifically, we discussed how to expand time and to make more of it in your life. If you're interested in hearing the Paradox of Time, Chapter 1, or need a refresher, you are welcome to click back and listen at your leisure. I will make sure to also include a link in the show notes. Now, to expand on our exploration from episode 18, I have decided to offer you Chapter 2. Ba-da-da-da, introducing the Paradox of Time Divine Timing Edition. So, what is divine timing? Divine timing is the premise that even though you have free will, which, by the way, we will talk a lot about on future episodes of Practical and Woo, even though you have this incredible, sovereign, self responsible thing called free will and the choice to use it, divine timing is the acknowledgement that certain events in your life unfold in perfect time, regardless of the actions you take. Synonyms for perfect regarding this concept include things working out in aligned, exact, and natural time. The idea that nature works as a harmonious force that keeps the earth robustly filled with timely seasons, precious sunsets, and the replication of wonderful flowers that appear to be copy and pasted into vast fields. The sense that there is something holding all of the minutiae details of our environment and our lives together harmoniously even when it feels like chaos. The energy behind the process that allows us to be synchronously born inside the bodies of one another and to be configured in an exact order from toes to head. It's really very cool when you think about it. This perfection operates in time as well as in nature. And that is what we will be discussing on today's episode. There are many cliche sentiments said about divine timing. But the true issue with cliche is that axioms of truth become subjugated to cultural misnomers that cause us to write off such wisdom as icky, flowery, unuseful fodder. When these tried and true nuggets of wisdom actually offer practical advice. Let's look at some examples of these cliches that I'm sure you've heard time and time again. Everything happens for a reason. The universe has a plan for you. Good things come to those who wait. Timing is everything when the stars align. Depending on who you are, and by the way, that last one we are definitely going to cover when we talk about astrology on this podcast. But depending on who you are, your beliefs, and the relationship you have with your world, you may be responding to these sentiments with a sense of either ick or inspiration. Personally, I feel inspired and believe in their truth. And my intention for today's episode is to teach you how to understand and to use divine timing in your own life if you want to, because free will always reigns. Let's now dive into the practicality of woo here and discover how to become a bender of time, part 2, to create more magic and enriching fulfillment in your life. Let me explain to you the overarching paradox of divine timing. It goes like this. By recognizing the presence of divine timing and surrendering to it, you speed up the acquisition of your desire. Similar to the principle of our last time paradox, inviting slowness, stillness, and surrender around the things you want speeds up you getting and having them. So, what might this paradox look like in practice? I'm going to try to give you a practical example. Let's say you've gone fishing and are wanting to catch the biggest fish, and you're actually in a fishing competition where you gain extra points for catching the biggest fish in the fastest time. You come into the competition, guns a-blazing, feeling the excitement of the task coursing through your body. I am going to catch the biggest fish the fastest. You say it loudly and proudly. You can already see it in your mind. It feels so possible and doable and so easy. It's in the bag. You whisper under your breath. So you bait your line and plunge it into the water, flailing the line around because your awareness now grows of the speed in which you must complete the task in order to win. No fish are biting. So you begin to lose patience and you quickly cast your line into another area of the pond, and then another, because there appear to be no fish there either. And you must catch the biggest fish in the fastest time. I believe you can already sense the perpetual inability of success in this scenario. So here's the paradoxical angle of the example. Instead of being hasty and impatient with your task, you calmly recognize the goal with focused attention. I desire to catch the biggest fish in the fastest time. You take the time to select the most delicious bait for large breed fish in the pond. You find a comfortable place to situate yourself so that you can stay there a while, and then you swiftly cast the line, acknowledging that the fish will come to you in due time. With belief, faith, patience, calmness, and dedication, you wait, having ensured that you have done all that you can to support your own success. You wait. Before you know it, there is a massive tug at the end of your line. You make contact with it, reeling in the line with strength and conviction. You do not rush because you do not want to make a movement that will untether the catch, and soon thereafter, you've done it. You've caught the biggest fish in the fastest time. Divine timing is about becoming a match to your goal. The actions you take are the ones that prepare you for being the person who has achieved it. Your focus is on the goal. You do not waver in your belief of it because you know it is inevitable. When you are a vibrational match to your goal, It is and will be delivered to you. Your task is to calmly surrender to the timeliness of it all. Your train is coming, and showing up at 8 in the morning will not invite a 3 p.m. train to come any faster. Get yourself ready and hop on board when your moment arrives. Until next time.